Science of the Two Cultures, C.P. Snow predicted where we are today. So let's begin. C.P. Snow, a British scientist who became a scientific advisor in his government, gave a 1959 Two Cultures lecture, which became the book published the same year. His thesis states that science and the humanities, which represent the intellectual life of the whole of Western society, has become split into two cultures, and that this division is a major handicap to both in solving the world's problems. Snow's position can be summed up by his quote found in the book. A good many times I have been present at gatherings of people who, by the standards of the traditional culture, are thought highly educated, and who have with considerable gusto been expressing their incredulity at the illiteracy of scientists. Once or twice I have been provoked and have asked the company how many of them could describe the second law of thermodynamics. The response was cold. It was also negative. Yet I was asking something which is the scientific equivalent of, have you read a work of Shakespeare's? I now believe that if I had asked an even simpler question, such as, what do you mean by mass or acceleration, which is the scientific equivalent of saying, can you read? Not more than 1 in 10 of the highly educated would have felt that I was speaking the same language. So the great edifice of modern physics goes up, and the majority of the cleverest people in the Western world have about as much insight into it as their Neolithic ancestors would have had. Well, Snow hoped that his lecture would stimulate an ongoing productive dialogue and debate between the two groups, and it did, leading to some of the following points many in the United States now support. We have more appreciation for all types of individuals and respect their rights to privacy and equality. We like having a greater array of educational programs, academic, athletic, trade, technical, etc., outside the traditional university system. And in today's accelerating STEM-driven economy, and STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, many universities are responding to government and business by de-emphasizing formal liberal arts courses. Most students like this because it saves them time and money while positioning them for a job after graduation. And many of them want to take a probability and statistics course because that branch of mathematics is used more and more today in even liberal arts type jobs, such as sociology and psychology counseling. You can find many references in articles or on the news about the shift away from liberal arts courses. Here are several I found in 2023. A Wired magazine podcast titled, College is Broken, We Can Fix It. The February 23rd New Yorker article, The End of the English Major. The September 19th, 2023, Wall Street Journal review of the just published book, The Liberating Arts. The September 18th, 2023, Wall Street Journal review of the book, Optimal Illusions. and opposing articles in September 2023 Wired Magazine and Tuesday 21st Wall Street Journal article, America in the Age of Retcon. But let's look at the history of education, which starts with what Plato said about its core elements. They are grammar, logic, rhetoric. These are the verbal arts of the trivium. And arithmetic, geometry, music, and astronomy. These are the mathematical arts of the quadrivium. And in Plato's time, science, astronomy, and mathematics could be grasped by any person trained in the verbal arts. The classical Greeks said that this educational system would give a practical, comprehensive understanding of truth, goodness, and beauty that would equip everyone for whatever role in society their status allowed. And the roles were rulers, guardians, farmers or producers of goods, and slaves. The Romans liked it too. And even in the Middle Ages, those in power, namely the kings and the clergy, liked it too because it preserved the status quo, keeping them in power. But then came the Renaissance, followed by the Enlightenment and its science and the technological revolutions. And Western civilization, even faster than the Eastern, has elevated STEM learning, leading to the biotech and computer revolutions. And that's where we are today. And today's smart thinkers say ChatGPT and other AI-empowered software will spread STEM even deeper into society. But they also say we must use the liberal arts to keep our humanity and appreciate what makes humans exceptional. C.P. Snow said the same 50-some years ago. And I will end by relating a story that illustrates some of the above. It's about a fast food market visit told by a friend. He used his credit card to pay. And after the computer approved it, he told the clerk that credit card transactions seemed like magic. Well, the clerk, a mid-20s fellow from the Middle East, who knew my friend because he shopped there often, said he felt comfortable explaining the technology behind it. It turns out that he attends online college STEM courses and wants to use their certification when searching for a better job. Good for him, and good for all of us when using the best from technology and the liberal arts. And I thank you for listening. So I say bye-bye until next time.